This was the hardest video for me to write this year. Not because Florence is particularly deep, it's not, or because it's hard to understand, it isn't. But trying to explain why Florence feels special is like trying to explain why bread tastes good. It just does, you know? Florence is like one of the good short stories that you would find in The New Yorker, except you move through the story by tapping on your phone screen instead of consuming it via osmosis by reading a bunch of tweets about it. The story is focused on a woman named Florence and her life over the course of a couple of years. It's a story about a person. All right, that was tremendous analysis. I'm very good at this. Let me try again. But before that, let's actually turn the clock back for a second. What Remains of Edith Finch was one of my favorite games of 2017 because it made a fantastical story seem normal. Embarking on a journey through Edith's 100% for sure definitely cursed family tree felt right. It played with and activated the player's empathy in all of the right ways, even though the stuff that was happening was kind of batshit. Florence is the opposite. It makes the familiar seem magical, in a way. Florence and Krish's relationship isn't new. You know someone who's been Florence or Krish. Hell, you might have been Florence or Krish at one point in your life. You were or are a 20-something who is just trying to figure out how the hell to live an adult life. And that is hard. Those feelings are difficult to put into words because there are so many that you could use to describe the infinite number of unique but shared experiences that we all have. But Florence doesn't use very many of them, and that's what makes it special. There is beauty in this kind of quiet storytelling because it creates a mirror for the player to see themselves. Those text bubbles don't have words in them, but you know exactly what they say. Instead of reading the short story du jour in The New Yorker this weekend, give Florence a shot. I don't think you'll regret it.